Let's just tighten you up.
What?
I'm tightening them up.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, darlings.
Hiya. Don't you darling.
Right, we're live. And, oh, the man's okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's the idea, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't know that it was... Oh, sound down. Sound down, sound down. God, there's devices everywhere. We're surrounded by devices.
Aren't we?
We've got 2 filming devices. We've got a satellite navigation device.
Oh, shit.
And could I just point out, darlings, I was early this morning. I was actually early. I got here about 11 minutes early, ahead of schedule. And we had a nice drink together. I had coffee. He had tea. That man looks like Buster Blood Vessel out of Bad Manners. Lip up fatty, fatty reggae. I wonder what he was doing these days, Buster Blood Vessel. He's buggering about in a Nissan pickup truck.
Well, now you know, don't you?
I do.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh, seatbelt. Right, well, somewhat unexpectedly, as you can possibly tell, we are in Nigel. I thought we were going into golf, but Verdi said, what the, in the name of us is that? It's one of those microcar things, isn't it?
It certainly is. Oh, shit, what am I doing now?
It sounds like a
lawnmower.
yeah, a farting, flatulent lawnmower. I want one of those.
Not as good as my car. Well, not as... Or is it? I don't know. It certainly sounds like you'd struggle to get up a hill with that, doesn't it?
It does. And off we go, my lovelies.
I better get some petrol first, me lovelies.
Oh, God, nothing like being bloody prepared, is there? God, look, we're late now.
What's your fault? Insisting on having a cup of coffee before we set off.
Well, I didn't know that you hadn't prepared properly, did I?
Well, I had almost.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Right.
Within reason.
Yeah.
How many people have we got watching and who's here?
Oh, good questions. Right, let's go through them.
Innit?
Lord Richie says good morning, and good morning to you.
Good Lord.
The lovely Tracy is with us, the Greenwood. Looking forward to this. Mustard and Boaty go driving, so you don't have to. It's one of my favourite genre. That's very nice, isn't it? We got Barry, that guy from SETI Alpha 5, who says Barada. Barada to you. We got Jimmy Quinn. We got the UK stands with Ukraine. Anyone else looking forward to the random, chill but intelligent conversation?
Good.
Us.
Long live stream, wasn't
Yeah. I didn't oversleep, Trace. I didn't oversleep. I didn't get stuck in traffic. I had a really good journey here. I went like grease weasel droppings, actually. Properly gave it some hoof. And I wasn't drunk last night. Well, I wasn't too drunk. No, it's touch wood. Oh, Christ, we're in Nigel. Nigel doesn't have any wood, does he? Touch wood. I'm touching my head. It's all gone okay so far. Oh, no point in me telling Mustard he's not here. I was just about to tell Mustard that Josh C is with us. But he has put in £20 and 19 pence. Why does he do that? That would annoy me. He's put in £20 and 19p or 12.47 litres. And that would really annoy me because, you know, my OCD couldn't cope with that. And it is 161.9 pence per litre. So that's properly expensive. Oh gosh, what nature of... Goodness me. That lady had very interesting breasts. Would
Did
you not
she?
agree?
Oh, I didn't know it's.
You walked right past them.
Why were they interesting?
They were just a bit jutty-outy.
Oh gosh, they're the kind of like us one. Anything else interesting about her?
Yeah, she looked as if she was no stranger to a plastic surgeon. No offence.
None taken.
So I was just telling you that Josh C is with us.
Josh C.
Yeah. Which is nice. Where we go? Oh, we're going this way, are
Josh
we?
C. You Jimmy. Well, we're going to do derp then.
Derp. Oh yes, derp.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, we'll do a perp up until the motorway, and then we'll transition to derp.
Yeah. Now, there's the tricky thing, because you're okay, you've got your live stream.
Yeah.
Our meetings these days are dominated by you having a live stream and me getting nothing out of it. So, what can I get out of it besides a video? Because you'll tell me, stop that! I'm trying to do a live stream, won't you?
Does it have to be all about you?
Yeah.
Look, you've got all the way back, haven't you? You can do what you like then.
Yeah, but I won't have you with me.
You'll be on your own. Yeah, well...
Actually, I'm better by myself.
Exactly, that's a blessing, isn't it? We're just going over the tramway, and that always excites me. Have you ever been on that tram?
Well, might have been at some point. But the exciting thing...
Hang on, does it have to be a secret? What do you mean you might have been?
Well, I don't remember.
Surely you'd remember if you'd been on a tram.
There's a lot of things I just don't remember, mate.
Right. Name 3 things that you can't remember.
Being born, my first Christmas, and, well, breast milk.
Right.
Easy, eh?
Do you remember your first blowjob?
Yeah.
How long did it take for him to come?
It didn't last that long to actually have that happen, I'm afraid.
Oh, that'll get this demonetised, won't it?
But what do you expect?
Ali Mac Mechanical is with us.
I got my way to try and...
Ashley Stewart is with us.
Hello, Ashley Stewart. Hello. Ali Mac Mechanical. He's a lovely Scottish chap, isn't he?
He's a splendid chap, is
He's
Ali
a
Mac.
lovely Scottish chap. And I'd
He's a
like to
splendid-
shake it by the balls. Should we play ball games?
Oh dear.
But listen, when I make a video, I don't rely on us actually.
When I make a video.
I just have bits of stuff going on that I can just make better afterwards. So I don't really care whether you're doing your live stream or not.
Oh, you carry on, don't.
Mind you, you're all right.
Can I just point out that you've got your recording device in the most ridiculous situation?
Why?
Well, I mean, the majority of what your viewer will see is dashboard and mount.
Yeah, but when I flip it the other way round, you can see both of us.
Ah, I see.
If it's up here, you can't do that.
Oh, a new name, Cars with Character. That's a new name to me. Do you recognise that?
I do indeed.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. CWC says it's a nice day for a drive.
Isn't it?
And it's much better than the last couple of days, that's for sure. And when I set out this morning, the sun was shining, it was lovely. I had a really nice drive over. Oh, another new name, Two String Productions.
Ah, brilliant.
Who says afternoon? Afternoon to you.
Oh, and Cars with Character. You should join one of my streams. They're much better than Boaty's.
Hang on, you can't use my live stream for self-promotion.
Well, yeah, but I just did.
Well, you shouldn't have.
Anyway, on the video, you can quite clearly see the yellow bonnet, which means that Nigel is out. So the steering wheel feels a bit shaky, actually.
Somebody's just done a nice thing.
What thing?
Oh, it's Ashley Stewart, bless him. Get a road trip sausage roll, and he sent a lovely £5 super chat. Thank you very much indeed, Ashley. Very much appreciated. And we will indeed treat ourselves to
a
something.
Lovely sausage roll.
I actually had a lovely sausage roll for breakfast. Blue sky.
Lovely sausage roll.
Blue sky over there.
Well, blue sky. Oh yeah, that's the start of one of your favourite phrases, isn't it?
What?
Blue sky thinking.
Oh, God. Wank word bingo.
What is one of your other least favourite phrases that you hear people saying all the Jeff in time?
Thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
What the name of ours is
Looks like
that?
pillows to me.
Good God. GUU is with us. Yay, says Trace. Mr. Mustard and Mrs. Boaty are having a marital disagreement already. Hang on, how come I have to be the woman?
Well, I'll tell you why.
I'm the alpha male here.
I'll tell you why, and I'll record this bit as well.
Okay.
Now, men like me that have good friends and seem to have lots of friends get accused of having the bromance, don't they?
You haven't got lots of friends.
I've got lots of men who I have great times with, great chats with. The missus and other people said, "Is he your new bromance?" This kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's always true. It is. I have many an affair, but you are my wife.
Oh, God.
Okay.
This was not a life aspiration that I ever had. Ali McMechanical has never in his entire life been on a tram.
Oh, you poor soul. I don't know if I've been on one either.
You must have.
Yeah, like I said, I might have, but I don't remember.
I've been on loads.
Well, so good for you.
Right, let's have a tram off. Well, I can't with you because you don't remember what you had for breakfast this morning.
I didn't have any. Oh, I've had a sausage.
Right, what trams have I been on? I have been on a tram at Blackpool. I've been on the super tram in Sheffield. I've been on the trams in Manchester. Oh God, it depends how you define tram.
Does it?
I've been on the tram up the Great Orme.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'd love to do that one actually.
But that's a cable hauled tramway.
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
That is amazing.
that's a cable car. Oh, that one. All right, I see.
It's the UK's only cable hauled tramway.
What would happen if the cable broke?
There is a safety device that would. I mean, so the tram would stop going up or down the hill, but it wouldn't run away. Not anymore.
No.
After the fatal accident, when that actually happened.
Did it?
Yeah. Then they put in a safety device.
Yeah, because they didn't think of that before.
So there is a fail safe. Barry has been on the Nottingham trams and of course Blackpool. Oh, and the Sheffield trams as well. GUU has been on the Isle of Man trams.
I like to GUU.
Ali McMechanical's wife has been on a tram in Blackpool. Am I missing out? Well, yeah, if your wife was in Blackpool and you weren't with her, then you probably were missing out, yeah?
I doubt it.
Oh, no, this is interesting, and it's 100% correct. Barry says Matlock had a tram, and it did. The tram garage is now an MOT test centre at the top of Bank Road. Yeah, if you know Matlock, then you will know that there is a jolly steep road, and that did used to be a tramway way back in the day, and it take people from the sort of Matlock Green area up to the top of the hill where there was a very kind of prestigious spa type arrangement. So
Yeah.
that's good knowledge there from Barry. Barry often comes out with good knowledge, I find.
Yeah, I'm sure you do as well.
I'm not sure. That's not what you said before we started filming.
Yeah, I said fuck you. That's what I said. I said fuck you
And everything you stand for.
Oh, that's what I said. And I meant it.
We need to have a trigger. Like
Well, Barry shit piece like.
they call him Barry Shitpeas because he shits peas. Yeah, a trigger like that where we have to sing the fuck you and everything you stand for.
Yeah.
The last time I went on the M62, says Cars with Character, was 1985. driving a Fiat 127 back to Bury from an auction. Bloody hell, a Fiat 127. Gosh.
I'd love a go in one of those.
I've owned one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Right.
for a very short period of time. It's one of those that it came to the showrooms, I bought it, and then I sold it either later that day or early the next day. Trace says, the last time I was on a Blackpool tram, it crashed and I ended up in hospital. It was 1986 and I was naked at the time.
I don't really believe that she was on a tram.
Oh, another new name, Tim Perry. Good afternoon, Tim.
Hello, Tim Perry. I know you very well.
Do you?
I'm going to assume I do.
Okay. Boaty, your live streams are remarkable. And I'm going to take that as a compliment, although it may not have been intended as one.
It could be exactly the opposite.
Yeah, that could be taken either way, could that? But I'm going to take it as a glowing compliment.
Well, you would do, wouldn't you? He could just say, your live streams are the shitest thing I've ever seen. And you go, well, that's a record then, isn't it? You've never seen anything as bad as that. And you'd stand there with your chest out like a pigeon.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
feeling all proud of yourself.
You got to find the positives in things, haven't you?
You have. And I agree with you for doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Skick is with us.
Oh, Skick.
And Skick says, Boaty, he's taking me to task again.
Is it?
He often takes me to task.
He does, yeah.
To Skick. Boaty, read the comments, not just the ones that suit you.
Why does it always have to be about reading comments, though?
I don't know. That's another person. You know, I've had to learn about this.
What?
When I started doing live streams, I assumed that I would just talk away.
Yeah.
And apparently, no. If you do a live stream, you have a bounden duty to read out every comment that anybody writes.
But sometimes there's just time, and the more people you have on your live stream, less likely you're going to find time to do every comment.
Well, this is undoubtedly true.
You know, in fact, the more you read comments out, the more people comment.
Yes.
And that means you could very quickly end up in a situation where your live stream is nothing but reading comments.
Yeah.
And would that be good?
Well, it depends who you are.
Does it?
I mean, if somebody is less than brilliant at doing live streams, then maybe just reading out the well, it's like, I'm going to defend the people who read the comments. It depends on the comment makers, because you think back to Teddy Wogan and Wake Up to Wogan.
Yeah.
That was brilliant because of the people that wrote in. So he used to read out the emails or letters or whatever, and that's what made the show fantastic.
But you need to, they've got to be good comments.
Oh yeah.
They've got to be really good comments.
Yeah, but I'm blessed. My live stream lot are brilliant, and the comments that I get in my lives are a million times better than any content that I could come up with. I mean, all of my nighttime lot, Cheeseburger and Trace et al., all of them, they're all brilliant.
Yes.
And they're what makes it great, so I should read the comments out.
Yes, you should.
So I agree with myself.
And I agree with Skick.
I agree with Skick.
You are basically giving everyone a bum deal by waffling away about your own bloody thing and trying to assume that your life experience is somehow of interest to anybody else, when clearly it isn't.
It's very arrogant of me, isn't it?
It is very arrogant.
But then I am a very arrogant man.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how arrogant would you be?
Oh, well, where would you put me?
10.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if, like Spinal Tap, there was you could go up to 11? Would you go all the way there?
Well, I would. Because I would argue that I overstepped the mark. So you look back from me to see what a 10 on the arrogance scale would look like. Where did I get to?
I forgot to put my new steering wheel on as well.
Lord Richie says, where are you off to, chaps? And that's a good question.
It is, yeah.
We are off to Lytham St Anne's on the
East Coast.
It's not on the East Coast.
West Coast then.
I was just wondering whether it was west or northwest.
Well, it's kind of northwest, isn't it?
It's probably the northwest coast of England, yeah. It's just down a bit from Blackpool. And we're off there to pick up a car.
Pick up a car.
The UK stands with the Ukraine, says, why don't they make electric cars have a trailing wheel to charge off the road like a tram or like a Scale Electric's car, and then electric cars would be good, right?
Right, no, not really, no, because then you'd have to just drive down a particular tramway. You wouldn't be able to avoid accidents. You wouldn't be able to. Well, I mean, there might be an uncoupling device.
Well, you could. What about if, like, have an uncoupling device? So if like motorways had a charging device, so you would charge on those, and then when you go off them onto normal roads, you've got a fully charged battery.
Yeah, I mean, it does have potential, but it will be fraught with problems.
Many things are fraught with problems.
And that's usually a good sign that that's what they will start doing.
Podger and Carol Vorderman would be fraught with problems.
Well,
but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't have a jolly good go at it.
No, it doesn't mean that. Why do we keep talking about Carol Vorderman?
You started it.
Well, I did. You started it originally.
I didn't.
You always do.
I didn't.
You did. No comeback.
Yeah.
Yellow coats.
No return. I was not naked, says Trace, and she's talking about her tram crash, and then she adds, quite rightly, for a change.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Barry, you charmer. Trace, did the driver get dazzled by your beauty? Wow, indeed.
He's asking for it, isn't he?
Barry says, I seem to remember Alan Bradley got whacked by a Blackpool tram and croaked it. And I think that's a Coronation Street reference. I could be wrong. Ali McMechanical says, I think my live streams are the most crap. And I don't know about that. No, his.
Oh, right.
I think they're the longest, and I think they're the filthiest. But I don't think they're crap.
Long and filthy.
Oh, they are. Have you watched one?
I've watched bits of them, but again, the same reason I don't watch a great deal of yours. I just don't really get the time. I should stop making videos and just watch live streams.
It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Filth is what it is. What's this doing here? Just slithering slowly down the windscreen.
Well, that was one of my broken camera holder things that has got a very sticky bottom on it.
Trace says, reading out comments gives the viewer, who wrote them, a hit of dopamine.
Oh, yeah.
Having it read is a reward for writing it. A bit like if you write to a radio station, etc. Yeah?
It is.
It's a fair point. I remember that...
You love reading out the comments anyway, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
James says, I remember the new trams being introduced to Blackpool. It was 2012 and I was 11 at the time. I remember it only being the old trams back in 2009, and now they're just heritage. I also remember the Great Orme tram.
Orme!
So he's got a lot of tram remembrance there, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah.
Andrew is here. Good afternoon, Boaty and Mustard. Pingu is here and says, are we there yet? Not quite.
No, well, we are.
Barry says, well, we are here,
Yeah.
but we're not there.
Well, we'll never be there.
I was there the other week.
Where?
There.
No.
Barry says, Christ Tramway Museum is a good day out. I've been there a couple of times. They used to host a Ford Day.
Gosh, you got 30 watchers.
God.
Wow.
Aren't I doing well?
Yes. 30 people. 30 people watching this cack. Well done, everybody. Have a sandwich.
I see you're coming up my way, the M61 to good old Lancashire.
Oh, wouldn't it be great if we had a few people who were local that could just pop out to the motorway to wave us as we go by?
It'd be nice if they brought us snacks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you didn't bring much food with you, did you?
Oh, well, I brought enough.
Right.
You
didn't bring enough for me, though.
I've got two. Well, I knew that you would bring your own. I've got 2 buns and 2 packets of crisps. And I'm hungry now. I could almost eat one of them already.
Don't eat crisps in my car.
Ali Mac says, I do try to read the comments, but normally by the end I'm too drunk to even see them, let alone read them. Now that is how you do a live stream.
Yes.
That is the correct way to do a live stream.
Oh, Ali Mac, when you're at the end of your live stream, do you have one of those moments where you don't even remember switching it on? Because if you do, there must be a live stream or two where you don't even finish it off, you just go to sleep.
Yes. Yeah. Don't forget to do a seafront drive through Blackpool for us all. I did promise him that.
You did actually, yeah.
I did promise we'd drive along the seafront. Are you going to Lytham or St Anne's? They're two separate towns, not far from each other. And this is James Wilson, quite honestly. Are we going to Lytham or St Anne's?
Lytham, I think.
I think it's Lytham too.
We've gone to Lytham, St Anne's.
It goes Lytham, and then St Anne's, and then Blackpool.
Blackpool.
If you go Freckleton way from Preston. Nigel says Ali Mac Mechanical is a brilliant car.
Yeah, he is.
Are you enjoying driving, Nigel?
Yeah, but I'll be... Oh, come on. You've got enough power to actually get on the motorway at proper speed. You bloody budgie! You want me to slow down instead, don't you? And then as soon as you get on there, yeah, break down in front of me, why not?
No, he's saying thank you.
Yeah, I know, but it just...
He heard you ranting, and he's apologising and saying thank you for your patience.
No, he's... Well... Alright, sorry, Mercedes driver.
Was that an S-Class?
Yeah.
One of the few Mercedes I quite like.
All right. Because you like the idea of having the absolute pinnacle of technology or luxury or...
Yeah, all of the above.
German flatulence.
This is very kind from Pingu. Oh. Top quality thumbnail there, Boats.
Yes.
I was proud of that thumbnail, and I did that this morning, really early, at a time when normally I would still be asleep.
Yes, I must say, you did well to actually get up and go to bed early as well. I was really surprised by that. I
was surprised by going to bed as well, because I've got no memory of doing it. And when I woke up this morning, I realised I hadn't gone to bed. I hadn't taken my dressing gown off properly. It was just there in the bed with me. I didn't have my iPad with me. I hadn't turned the light off. I basically just fell upstairs and fell asleep. My glass of wine was unfinished on the dining table when I came downstairs in the morning.
Did you glug it?
No! I put it in the fridge for tonight. I'm driving, aren't I?
I bet you've done that though, haven't you, in the past?
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
I have. I've not done it for a very long time. But
the best breakfast used to be the vodka and tonic you left over and the leftover curry. Now this is on Facebook, and when it comes up on memories, I'll post it. This genuinely happened. One night, I think I was with Boo, but I was on my own night at Windy Bum. We were living at the Cabbage Patch, and I bought this curry. It was a supermarket curry, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was... So I'm there, it's late at night, I've got vodka and tonic on the go, well iced, and I tried to eat this curry, and I could not do it. I had to admit defeat. The curry was just too hot for me to eat. And I got a little bit drunk. When I woke up the next morning, came downstairs, glugged the vodka and tonic that I'd left the night before, and ate that curry for breakfast, and it was delicious. That genuinely happened.
Oh, because it was cold. Did you eat it cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, a hot curry is easier cold, isn't it?
Oh, a question for you from Skick. Are you ready for your question?
I am, yeah.
Mustard. Since you have started covering your widge, have you had any complaints?
My widge?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Record number there as well.
There's a what?
It was a record number of viewers, I'm sure it was.
I don't think it was a record. It was a jolly good number of views. Oh, a rainbow.
Rainbow.
Apologise if we dip in and out of consciousness. That is the problem with
Boaty.
recording on the move. It's not a problem with me.
It is a bit.
Right, we've answered Skik's question. And I think we've established that your widge is nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, that was it, yeah. Nobody said, oh, I miss, I miss seeing it. So.
Trace says, widge makes me laugh every time. And that's the term widge rather than your particular widge.
Yeah.
I don't think Tracy's saying that your penis makes her laugh.
Definitely wouldn't.
Steve Jamieson is here and says, are there any sausages in the engine bay?
No,
But-
they're already cooked.
So there are sausages,
Yeah.
but they're not in the engine bay.
There are 4 sausages left over from the ones I cooked this morning, brought up by a chap called Steve from Nottingham. Thank you.
Is that all you brought? 4 sausages?
Yeah.
Is that your total food?
It's not going to be enough, is it?
Well, I suppose it's still going to be lunchtime when we get back, isn't it?
It depends on how much of a rush you'll be to get off.
Oh, I need to get off.
But then
Yeah.
it'll only be lunchtime for me then, won't it?
No, well, that's what I meant.
Right.
Remember to hit the thumbs up, folks, says Ali Mac. And Jimmy Quinn says, I have just subscribed to Ali Mac Mechanical and I will watch later. Neil Walsh is right in our midst and says, afternoon, men.
The Gibbinator.
No, that would be Neil Gibbons, not Neil Walsh. Neil Walsh would be the Walshinator.
I know.
Skik says, Trace, he must have had followers from the Widge Watcher Foundation.
Right, now I've noticed that since you pointed it out and I thought I'd best put some jeans on, my views have gone right down.
I reckon he probably got quite a significant pink following.
Yeah. So I need a series of private videos, I suppose.
God. Are you bringing the caravan, says Lord Ritchie.
Oh gosh, no.
And Pingu asks, does anyone know Leonard Powers?
No.
No.
Why, have you got a letter for him or something?
I don't know. Pingu's asking. Ali Mac says yes. Quite often I don't remember turning the live off. Some people are still talking and I've turned the live off.
But you wake up and it's still on.
I remember you collecting Gladys, says James, not far from me in the brig. What a nice motor that was. But Project Alfie was definitely one of my favourites too.
Yes.
Good question from Pingu. What happened to the golf driving plan?
Well, I didn't plan on driving it anyway. I was always it was the 1st of November.
Well, you did say it was a good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Well, do you want to explain to the nice people why it's not going to happen?
Well, I think they already know.
How do they know?
Well, I've been a month without me Nigel. Admittedly, it's not the best way to get started again because really what I want to do is actually have a good razz around it and test out my reback.
Has this been remapped? Oh, I didn't realise.
Yeah, Tom Turbo did it.
Ah. Can you notice a difference?
Not yet. No, it don't feel any different. But then again, I think it's more likely to work on top end.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yes.
Yeah, the thing with the Golf, Mustard pointed out quite rightly that he hasn't proven it yet. So it was possibly a little bit unwise to take it on a long trip until we were certain that there were no inherent faults. And also we spotted that there was a wheel nut missing.
What for?
There were 4 wheel nuts missing, but 1 off each wheel rather than all 4 missing off 1 wheel.
Yeah, I mean, it's still got 4 on each one. It's perfectly safe, really, but I prefer to have the correct amount.
GUU says, are we going to see what you're collecting today?
And what, in the live stream? I doubt it, really.
Yeah, and probably not in the live stream, but you will see it
We don't, if we can help it, we don't go right up to people's houses in either videos or live streams.
No, exactly that. It's about protecting a bit of privacy there.
Yeah.
So
but we will actually give his full address
Along with directions.
Yeah.
No, but there will be, no doubt, there will be other videos tonight showing you the new car.
Okay.
I'm with you on the S-Class Merc, Boaty, says Neil. You've not lived until you've owned one. I'd agree with that.
I've never owned one.
Oh, Trace says we didn't hear any of Mustard's reply about covering his wedge.
Oh, you don't want to go through it all again, do you?
Yes, please.
No, you don't, Trace.
Go on, speak about your wedge.
Well, I don't know what I even said.
Well, just wing it.
Right.
I'll give you 1 minute to talk about your wedge without hesitation, repetition, or deviation.
Gosh, that's a challenge. But then again, covering up a wedge the size of mine really is. And you would not believe the surprise I had when it was pointed out in such enthusiastic fashion by Boaty and all of his endearing followers. And so, steps had to be taken to then don a pair of jeans to cover up this wedge. And that's what's happened. And now nobody can see it. Thank you.
Very good.
Wasn't 30 seconds though, was it?
You weren't far off. Oh, yellow car, no return, says Pingu.
Where?
Oh, good point, Steve. Steve Jameson says, surely you should have taken the Golf to Lytham. And that's a very good pun, is that? Because, of course, Royal Lytham St Anne's is a very famous golf course.
Yeah. Not that I play golf.
Oh, Cars with Character says, a game to play on long drives. Shout fridge every time you see a Tesla. They look like one, particularly when they're white. All journeys here are long enough to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh, where is Cars with Character from then?
He's in Australia.
Is he?
Well,
Oh gosh.
Yeah, well, one of them is anyway.
What do you mean one of them?
Well, there's more than one.
More than one Cars with Character?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, is that the... Right, no, I think they're both in Australia, actually. There's one that... Yeah, oh, no, right. There's one that used to be in England, around this area. And then there's one that's always lived in Australia. Confused?
Yeah.
Good. Do you want me to explain it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
But yeah, the fridge game. I prefer yellow cars myself.
Yeah.
It's
Ali
just-
Mac says, I once turned the live stream off, fell asleep on the chair, and my wife woke me up at 3 a.m.
Well, that's no major achievement.
Smashing Piston says, Nigel having a trip out.
Yes, Nigel's having a trip out.
Yeah, Nigel's going to the seaside.
Going to the seaside, going to the seaside, I'm going to the seaside and be naked.
Pingu says, if you collected 214, don't tell Adam.
Adam. Ah, yes.
I don't get that.
Well, he loves them.
Trace says, that live stream was hilarious, the Widge pun stream. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, that's the easiest way, isn't it?
Ali Mac says, I'm currently off work because I have a big lump on my elbow with lying on the road working. Glad you did a live as I was bored. Andrew says, Mustard needs a Rover branded codpiece, which is an amusing idea.
Well, no, because that would assume that as long as I'm knocking about, somebody's going to want to kick me in the balls.
Now, something weird is happening here.
Yeah.
Now, on this one, hang on, let me press that. No, maybe I'm imagining it. Ah, Mustard is right, says Cars with Character. I lived in Rossendale until mid-1985.
Yes.
Oh, there you are, you see.
So thank you very much.
I was looking for some wind deflectors for Barney.
Was you?
Yeah.
I've got wind deflectors for this.
You sold them then?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. No, I just took them off.
Oh, I'll have that one.
Yeah, I knew you would. But you've only seen her face. What did the rest of it just prove?
Well, I'm just going to have to put up with it, aren't I?
Yeah. I don't like wind deflectors.
Do you know?
Well, I put them on this because I had them off his head arm. I thought, basically, Nigel's all about what's the word? The word, not the Terry Christian word. The accessories, that's it.
Accessories?
Yeah, accessories. Right. Just bits added on, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I like them.
What about some chrome owls? Would you like some chrome owls?
No, I'm happy with my brown owls. Although they're not that brown, are they?
No, I'd say they're black. And that one is trying to get off his nest.
Yeah, I need to refit that properly.
What is that over there, that white triple triangle thing?
It's a football stadium.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yes. Gosh,
Oh, Simon's on form. Wind deflectors for Barney sounds like a good swap.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're on the M61.
Oh.
We're not going to be on the M61 for too long because we will be putting off, getting onto the M6 for a short journey along the M66 before we get onto the M55.
We're supposed to be there now.
Well, yeah, but it's your fault. I said we'd definitely be there by 1 o'clock.
Did you?
Yeah, I said 1 o'clock, the absolute latest.
Right. Oh, we're getting onto the M6 now.
It's there.
That's exciting. Oh, hello, Ben's here. Now, Ben is always good value.
Hiya, Ben.
I don't like wind deflectors. Yes, we're well aware of that. And I think that's an amusing fart reference.
Ah, right. Yellow big truck crane. That's worth 12 points.
It's not worth 12 points.
Yeah. Nissan Duke.
How many points do you want for that?
You don't get any for that, but there's no harm in pointing it out.
Okay.
Skinny van.
Ford Cougar. Oh, Range Rover, and that is that a 322?
Yeah.
I'm so
your Range Rovers.
I'm so excited about my Range Rover.
He's so excited. Skinny van going by.
They both deflect their wind pretty well, Ben, says Trace. Skick says, I think it's time to rename the caravan. Roger Boaty has been played out and should only be discussed as a sense of boredom. You can't just go changing people's names.
But no, I'm going to go with Skick on that and agree. I should rename it.
No.
Yeah.
You can't just rename things
I
willy-nilly.
like renaming things.
Okay, rename your children.
Alright.
Go on.
I won't even discuss it with the missus or them.
Would you be legally allowed to do that?
Yeah. What, rename them?
Yeah. I mean, on your own, without the mother's permission.
Oh, probably not.
I would imagine that to change a child's name by deed poll, you would need the consent of both parents.
Well, I was thinking of changing my name.
You mentioned that,
yeah,
but only on Facebook.
Oh, did I?
What would you change it to?
Well, like on Facebook, yeah.
What about Paul Ring Donut?
No, because that doesn't really tell you who I am, so.
Well, neither does Paul Roverman.
Well, no, it does. I was going to change it from Roverman to Roverman.
Roverman?
Yeah, so and then like I'm a superhero, like a leg rover.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay. Oh, we're going over the River Dribble. Oh, quite a nice river.
Isn't it?
What's your favourite river?
River 45.
Oh, God.
No, I don't. I don't actually have a favourite river. Do you? You're having to think about it, so the answer's no. I'm
having to think about it, so the answer's no.
Yeah.
Traffic cones, says Simon. I win. Double points for big crane, says Ali Mac. Neil Welsh says, don't forget you'll be passing the new junction 2 on the M55. 48 years in the making, 1975 to 2023. Oh, that'll be something to look out for.
Well, if it's taken that long to build, then yeah.
I haven't been on the M55 for a great many years. And the last time I was, I got arrested.
Why? Because you shouldn't have been walking.
No.
Great.
It was something about fraudulent use of a vehicle registration plate.
Oh, that story.
Yeah, that one. 12:59 p.m. Plenty of time, says Ben. Boaty says, change Roger Boaty to Madame von Beef Flaps.
That's the kind of thing you would do though as well, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it is actually.
Well, actually, you know, we don't really use the term Roger Boaty very often, do we not?
No, not very often.
In fact, we've just called it the Caravan, which would suggest that the name isn't quite right.
Oh, maybe.
It is, isn't it?
And Simon says, Caravan, a new purpose, so a new name. Okay, right.
I reckon we should call it...
When we move it, we can rename it.
All right, okay, that's a good idea.
But until then, it
It's
remains
still Roger
Mr.
Boaty.
George Roger Boaty. Or Mr. Roger Boaty, Mr. George Roger Boaty.
Nobody's called that, have
Well, Mr. George Roger Boaty would be.
they? Yeah, but... The name's Roger Boaty. Mr. George
Roger Boaty.
That's what that's trying to be, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's nothing suave about a Caravan.
No,
is
it's
there?
not from that.
Oh, right.
It's not from that. It's from the monkey sample, Mr. Dobalina.
Oh, is it?
Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina. That's where I got that from.
Right.
It's my homage to the monkeys.
Okay.
And of course, that was very famously sampled in a rap track by somebody or other. Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina, Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina, Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina.
That means that I've got a new name for the Caravan.
Have you?
Yeah.
Go on.
Henry.
That's crap. And no. Henry! Ali Mac says, I do like the Range Rover L322. I almost bought one 4 times now. That will be the next car.
Same one?
Probably. That will be maybe not my next car, but it's the car that I'm determined to own, and it will happen.
To somebody else?
1 p.m. No, it's going to happen to me. I'm going to have one. I am going to have one. I am. I just am.
You could get one just by selling you the cars.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And
so having that knowledge there means that if you really need to prove that you're going to have one, that's all you've got to do.
Exactly. But that's doing it the easy way. 1 p.m. Are we there yet? Says Ben. We're nearly there. We wanted, says Neil Terry, to rename our son Godric Golden Bollocks. I think we'd both approve of that, wouldn't we?
I'd approve of it for sure.
I would definitely approve of it. Simon suggests Porleas Rover Reyes Esquire. And I think that's a name for you rather than Caravan.
Oh, is it?
Barry suggests Baron Vol Bullion Tackle.
Can't
Ben...
we just rename the Caravan something normal, like Ben?
No, because then we'd get it mixed up with Ben.
Or Al?
And I don't want to think about being inside Ben. No, not Alf, because then we'll get it mixed up with James Hedigan.
Well, let's call it Carol Vortman then.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that. I might be open to that.
Well, Terry Scott.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Terry Scott's a good name for a Caravan.
Terry Scott's a great name. Ben's suggestion is Chaste Longing. Simon says, Boaty, you should write a quiz book. 1 million questions, but no answers. I did write a quiz book, except it was an online, the Ultimate Pub Quiz, and there are about 238 questions, not 1 million. But it's very good, and I'm going to bring it back one day.
You will, won't you?
James Wilson says, you pass me now. The River Ribble is my local river. My uncle has a lovely view of the country, the fields and the M6 motorway. And Sam says, I'm not doing a new song for you, Dad.
Who said that?
Simon. Neil says you'll see more Range Rovers on the hard shoulder than you will see on the carriageway. And that is...
that's not true.
Well, it's empirically untrue. We haven't seen one on the hard shoulder.
No, we haven't. No.
And we've seen several on the main carriageway.
Yeah, that is true.
And James says L322 is peak Range Rover. P38 was also a great Range Rover with heritage. Not a fan of the new L460 though. And Ali Mac says, if I can get an L322 without problems, I will buy one. Good luck with that. I think I will sell my Audi next year. And I've caught up with the comments. So I might have a ham roll. Oh, money.
Oh. There's always money in my car. What are you doing?
Get the money out.
You don't have to, you can leave it there.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I'll teach you.
Teach who?
You.
To what?
I don't know.
Yeah, then it will, I suppose. Bum, 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 bum.
Fromage.
Fromage?
Fromage.
Bum, 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 bum.
Have a ham roll, you deserve it, says Ali Mac. And do you know what? I jolly well might do just that.
I deserve a sausage.
I think you do.
Yeah.
How far away are we?
Not very far. Which is, I'll get my car dirty. That's the worst thing about washing your car. That's how dirty it gets just by driving it. You should write a song about that.
Hang on, that's not the worst thing about washing your car.
Is it not?
No, that's the worst thing about driving your car after you've washed it.
Well, the worst thing about washing it is that it's all that work for nothing.
Well, no, it's not, because once you've washed it, it's clean.
Yeah, but not for long.
Ah, but that's a different thing. It then becomes about something else, not washing it. I'm not sure you've thought this through.
I don't think many things through before I start talking about them.
If an MOT tester was allowed to take the plastic undercovers off an L322, says Neil, there'd be none left on the road.
No. Because they keep them.
They're a fabulous car, aren't they?
Well, that... I don't know. I don't know from experience whether they're fabulous or not. Because I've never driven one. I've driven one of these.
Ah, a Discovery 3 in the right colour.
One life, live it, as they say.
I am now unwrapping my ham roll.
And I do live my life by not buying a Land Rover and spending my time getting full of mud.
Okay. Somebody gives you...
Gosh, got a lot of mustard on that.
I have.
Wow.
Somebody gives you £5,000
Yeah, thank you.
to buy a Land Rover.
Hilarious.
God, I shouldn't have licked that mustard.
Yeah, leave my mustard alone.
Oh, fucking hell.
Is that too much?
Yes, I need a drink. Somebody gives you £5,000 to buy a Land Rover, but anything that you don't spend, you're not allowed to keep. What are you going to buy?
Well, the most expensive one I can find, obviously.
Yeah, but what kind of Land Rover?
The most expensive, cheapest one I could find, I suppose.
Yeah, but which car?
The Disco 2.
Oh.
I like the Disco 2. I have a soft spot for the Disco 2.
Why do you like the Disco 2?
I like the look of them. I like the fact that they're still... Yeah, they're quite agricultural. So, if I could find one that wasn't rotten, I'd have one of those. And then just make sure it doesn't go rotten.
I am now about to bite into my ham, tomato and mustard roll. Thank you.
Be quiet, Boaty. Oh gosh.
That is really good.
Yeah, sounds like it.
That is a good roll.
So why did you put that much mustard on it?
Well, because sometimes too much mustard is just the right amount. The Roadshow Live, good afternoon, says Buddy Scrotter.
Way too much mustard. And that's not the kind of thing you hear me say very often.
Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle says, call the caravan Pope McBeal when you move it. Nice to see you both on your road trip to pick up another car.
Poke McFeel.
Barry says, my favourite Jaguar is the XJS V12 convertible. Fight me.
I'm not prepared to fight over a Jaguar. Right, okay, so a challenge for the viewers. If you had £1,000 to spend on either a Rover or repairs on your own car, which one would you do?
Okay.
And the answer will be read out by Boaty whilst he's actually eating.
I'm enjoying this ham roll.
Look at this.
Ali Mac says the L322 are bad for subframes and electrical faults. All the ones I've looked at have had these problems. Bloody hell.
Disappeared. That's the problem with silver cars with no lights on them.
James Wilson says S-Class are the biggest money pit. That's why Car Throttle got one, and it would cost £10,000 to fix. Any S-Class is a money pit. A Jaguar XJ and Rover 75 long wheelbase are better choices and are cars which are truly great. The UK stands with the Ukraine says that 20 quid in the tank is still burning. Oh, we're doing alright for fuel actually.
Oh, you told him I put 20 quid in.
A question from Skick. How much do you both value your friendship on a score of 1 to 5? And give an example of a change in your life since knowing each other. Oh, you can go first on that while I eat my sandwich.
Can I? Well, it wouldn't be fair to give it a score, I don't think, and I think that's what Skick's up to. He's trying to push us apart.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not going to fall out with each other, even if I do admit that, you know, I only hang around with Boaty because he makes me look good.
Okay, a change in your life since we've known each other.
Well, I'm usually a lot more skins.
You've got channel members and you do live streams. That's a change.
I don't do it very often, live streams very often, because I use my channel to make videos with.
Yeah, but you've never done one before you met me.
I have.
I did.
I had, but it was a disaster.
Oh.
I think we've got a Rover coming up behind us.
Oh.
In silver with one headlamp on.
Well, this
Better
is
spotted
exciting.
from that distance.
You've done very well.
Is it? No, it might be a Saab actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean they do look similar, don't they?
No.
Yeah, it's a Saab. I'm sorry for getting you excited.
Well, once again, I'm going to put any success, and I use the term success in very inverted commas, I'm going to lay any success for my channel very much at the feet of Captain Mustard. I don't think it would have happened without him. So that's the change in my life.
Well, that's very nice of you to say, but it may just be that it coincided. Although we do have this thing where your videos with me intend to do better, and my videos with you intend to do worse.
It's funny, but it's true.
Well, it's stopped being true at some point.
Well, it already has.
It might have done actually.
None of my best performing videos have got you in them.
No, but they've got other more famous people in than you.
I don't.
Wait a minute. I can't remember what's gone the right way now.
My best performing videos are just me.
Just you.
Right, I can report that I finished roll number 1 and it was absolutely delicious. I really enjoyed that. And it turned out to have just the right amount of mustard. And if you're wondering, it was a fresh white bread roll with Yorkshire ham, sliced tomato, black pepper and English mustard. And it was absolutely yummy. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I want one now.
And the best thing is I've got one more. Discovery 2 for me, says James Wilson. A fine Land Rover. You're right there, Mustard. I love the Discovery 2 too. Not to mention gearbox issues, says Ali Mac. Boaty sounds like he's blowing himself.
Oh gosh, yeah, he did.
Well, it was only a matter of time before Boaty succumbed and gave his beloved Mustard a licking. And that was Ben, of course. Disco 3 with wind deflectors. I'm going to give myself a point for every time I see wind deflectors. Oh, welcome to Blackpool. Thank you. That's exciting. My advised name for the caravan is Monty, says Skik.
That's a good name for a caravan.
Have a bit of ham with your mustard, Boaty, says Andrew. Simon says, £1,000 could do me quite well to spruce up the fleet at the moment. Oh, we're coming off the motorway.
No.
Mind the thing.
Well, I don't know what's in it. It looked like whoever's driving that little van pulled over just to chuck out that bag.
Jimmy Quinn would spend £1,000 on repairs on his own car. Ben would buy a Rover. Ali Mac would buy a 75. Probably don't need to spend any more money on the Audi. It works well. I've been here before. I remember this. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle would buy a Rover, as they're going up in value, so I'd buy one of those if I had £1,000.
If you can buy one for £1,000.
Ah, Ben says differences since you and I met. Paws and Claws has launched. And that's a very good point there.
Yeah, although it's not really launching very well at the moment.
I got a mention on Paws and Claws.
You did, yeah?
That was my proudest moment.
Yeah, that was quite unexpected, actually.
Oh, and I got full named by Joseph Lloyd on his live stream.
Did you?
Yeah.
Full named?
Yeah, he referred to me as the Reverend Jason Parry Hughes.
Wow, you've been named and shamed.
No, I wasn't shamed.
Gosh, this is quiet. Either that or it's because I can't hear anything.
No, it is quiet. And I've just had a drink of Vimto. Differences, says Ben. Boaty's table has other uses now. No, that happened long before I met Mustard.
What table?
Yeah, my dining table.
Oh.
I'd only been... The first time the table was put to that use...
What use?
Pottering.
Oh.
Was... I'd been living in Windy Bum 2 or 3 months, something like that. And the artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty came round and we went out for dinner in my Lexus. Got about half a mile away and broke down. The alternator went. So we called the AA, walked home, walked back to Windy Bum, and she said, well, got to do something while we're waiting for the AA. Hopped up onto the table, skirt up, panties down. So I thought, well, fair enough.
What a fascinating story.
Thank you.
It's time to pull over in a minute and put the address in, I think.
Oh, is it?
We're not
Okay.
going to be too far off now, I don't think.
A ham roll. What kind of ham? Yorkshire ham. Yorkshire ham.
You said that.
I don't. But Simon's still asking, so maybe he didn't hear me.
Maybe he doesn't believe you.
Oh, could be. And I have indeed caught up with the comments. So I've done jolly well, really, haven't
You've
I?
done very well. Have yourself a pat on the back.
Thank you, I will. And I'm now literally patting myself on the back.
You are, yeah. Right, I'm going to. Oh, I should have pulled in there actually. I'm going to take the next turn and find. No, not in there. Don't have done that one. I'm going to pull in here.
Oh, you could pull it here to this
Yeah.
flaming grill.
Yeah, and just kind of.
Oh, he looks quite old, doesn't he? You can't park there, mate.
I wonder if this is.
This is one way, you're not allowed to go through there.
Okay.
Right, I'm telling on you.
Well, tell on me then. What am I going to do? What they're going to do? Gosh, this is a big car park, isn't it?
There's a big car park, isn't it?
I'm impressed. Oh, are you going for a fag?
Only a half a one. I've been good, haven't I? One.
You're intolerable, mate. Yum bum bum bum. Right, so wipers off. Wipers off. Oh, cold.
Nippling along with a pain in the Balkans. Scotch wee wee, nippling about. Sausage time! Got windy. Oh shit!
Wow.
J. Arthur Rankin, the titty on the Urals.
Huh?
Good job it's laminated. Because that ended up in a puddle.
Okay, right, we're going now, people, because we're reasonably close to our destination.
And we're going to somebody's house.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for joining us. And, oh shit. Said the king. Oh, that was tight.
No point backing up when you don't need to.
Thank you so much for joining us, and do join me.
Oh.
A silver streetwise.
Oh!
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 Oh! Look, everybody. Look to your left. As we turn left, look to your...
Look to your left.
Oh, hold on. Oh. Oh, it's an 05 plate. It's in silver. It's 5-door. And it's an SE. That was exciting.
It was, actually.
It was very exciting.
That's the only one we've seen so far.
It's early streetwise, yeah.
Well, it's the only Rover we've seen, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is, actually. So, thank you for watching, and do join me tonight for Wednesday Night Live at 11 o'clock. Say goodbye, Mustard.
Goodbye, Mustard.
Goodbye, Mustard. And it's goodbye from him.
And goodbye from him.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hello.